Norby's Educational Institute, Norby's High, and New Amsterdam Secondary School. Tomorrow, Tuesday 11th, I will be at your school to do an episode of Beatin Da Maths. So
Sarah, he hears Sir Leon coming to Amsterdam after school tomorrow?
No, I had no idea.
Look.
you see me, don't run for me, because I will run behind you. I look forward to having some fun and I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy.
I can't believe Sir coming tomorrow. We definitely getting a nice Beatin Da Maths show.
Yes.
Hey, look, Sir Leon is coming.
Watch that. Oh, watching nice.
This is the class that is Beat the Maths? All right. So, who do we have here with us today? What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Isaac Romalo.
Tipar Shankubir.
So which class are you in?
11T.
11T?
Which is science stream.
11 science.
We're both in the same class.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Y'all sit in the exam this year in a few weeks. What y'all think? Y'all beating the maths or the maths beating y'all?
Beating
Beatin Da Maths.
Beating the maths. Confident?
Yeah.
All right, good. So let's put that to the test. So the question says, the diagram below shows a circle with a diameter KF. Line EFG is a tangent to the circle at F. The points F, H, and K and J lie on the circumference of the circle. So the first part of this question says, by showing each step in your work where appropriate, find the value for each of the following angles. And the first one they want us to find is angle X. So the floor is yours. Let me see how you will answer this question.
So, what you see, we see angles within a circle, right? So, what comes to mind is circle theorems.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the circle theorems states that when two angles touch in the circumference while suspended on the same chord or arc, they are equal. So this means the angle HJF is equal to angle HKF. So angle HJF is equal to 56 degrees. Therefore, angle HKF is also equal to 56 degrees. And we can see they share a same. We can see the same. They share the same line, HF. As you can see here,
Same point.
the same line, H.
Okay.
H.
Yeah, how did you label? Let's say
Well,
somebody
so-
looking on and they don't know how you label that.
Okay.
How will you?
So the angle that we're finding always go in the middle.
Okay.
Right? So like angle. So the angle X is at the point K. So K goes in the middle, right? We can put either one at the end, but I put H. I choose to put H first.
So you start from this point, go to the angle.
Yeah. We can also put F, K, H. But once K is in the middle, that's the most important part.
That's the most important.
That's the most important.
So X is equal to 56 degrees.
X is equal to 56 degrees.
So you think you beat the maths here or the maths beat you?
I think it'd be the
I
maths.
think you beat the maths. Yeah, I think you beat the maths or the maths beat you? All right, very good, very good. So let's move on to the next one. So we found angle X to be 56 degrees. The next part they want us to find is angle Y. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Alright, so to find angle, we already know angle X equal 56 degrees, right? And we can see a triangle here. And we all know that interior angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees.
All right.
And we also see a straight line, FK. And once we find the other missing angle for the triangle,
Write in the angle that you missing angle. Good.
we can call it angle theta, right? Right. So once we find the missing angle, we could minus from 180 because angle on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees, and find y.
Okay.
So x, which is 56 degrees, plus 19 degrees is equal to 75 degrees. And 180 degrees minus 75 degrees equal to 105 degrees. Alright, so 180 degrees minus 75 degrees equal 105 degrees. So angle theta is equal to 105 degrees.
Alright.
Now, the line FK is a straight line. And we have to find y degrees. And we all know that angles on a straight line add up to be 180 degrees. So we minus 180 degrees from the 105 degrees,
Alright.
which will equal to 75 degrees.
So we can
And angle y is equal to 75 degrees. Y is equal to 75 degrees.
So you think you beat the maths here or the maths beat you?
I mean what?
You beat the maths?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think you beat the maths? Yeah, beat the maths. Alright, so let's give a round of applause, both of them. Alright, well done, guys. So we have our next two guests with us today. What is your name?
I am Adrian Samaru and he's Tetram Prasad.
Trump and Adrian. So the two of you are sitting exam in the next few weeks.
Yes,
Yeah, I think you're beating the maths then or the maths beating you?
we Beatin Da Maths.
Beating the maths confidently.
Yes.
Okay. So let's put that to the test. So your question says, given that A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 2 and C is equal to -1, find the value of A minus B plus C. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
All you have to do is substitute. Since A is equal to 4, and then it will be a minus 2 since B is equal to 2, and then plus -1 and 1, and since C is -1. So first it will be 2,
4 minus 2 is 2.
yeah, 4 minus 2 is 2, and then these two cancel out to become negative, and it equal to 1.
So 2 minus 1 is 1.
Yes.
As easy as that.
Yes, it's as easy as that.
All right, very good. Next part. So your question is 2A raised to the power of B. All right, the floor is yours. 2A raised to the power of B. You're using the same numbers to substitute.
So now I'll substitute the values of A and B. So it will be 2 multiplied by 4 to the square power. So then I'll find the square value. So now it will be 2. So 4 square will be 4 times 4, which is 16. And then now I'll multiply the two values. That will be 2 by 16, which will be equal to 32.
So value of 2A to the power of B will be 32. So yeah, I think you beat the maths or the maths beat you? Yeah, beat the maths. All right, so yeah, I think they beat the maths or the maths beat you? All right, very good. So let's give a round of applause. So we have our next guest here with us today. What is your name?
Devashidanai.
So, first question.
Yes.
You have an exam coming up in a few weeks.
Yes.
What do you think? You're beating the maths or the maths beating you?
Definitely beating the maths.
Definitely beating the maths.
Yes.
Confidently.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put that to the test. So the question says, in a school, the ratio of the number of pupils to the number of teachers is 20 to 1. If the number of pupils is 840, how many teachers are there? The floor is yours.
So they're saying that there's a ratio of 20 to 1. There's 20 pupils and there is only one teacher. And the total number of pupils is 840. So firstly, you'll want to find for 1, which would be 840 divided by 20. And since there's only one teacher, most of the times you end up having to multiply to find that. But if you multiply by 1, you'll get it back again.
All right.
So 840 divided by 20
So
will
write it
give
down.
you... Oh, sorry. 840 divided by 20 will give you 42. And if the number of teachers is 1, 42 times 1 will give you 42.
So the answer is
42.
as easy as that.
Yeah.
So you think you beat the maths or the maths beat you?
Definitely be the math, sir.
Very good. Yeah, I think she beat the maths or the maths beat you? She beat the maths. So let's give her a round of applause. So we have our next guest here with us today. What is your name?
My name is Samira Khan.
Samira.
Yeah.
Samira, you're sitting the math exam in a few weeks. You think you beating the maths or the maths beating you?
I'm beating the maths, man.
Beating the maths confidently.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put that to the test, right? Your question is, we have a number line. The inequality above is defined by, so the floor is yours.
Okay, so when the circles by the inequalities aren't shaded, that means it doesn't include the equal sign on the bottom, like here. So we look at the range, it's -2 and 3. And this one matches, D matches the inequality.
Okay, so D is saying X is greater than -2, but less than 3.
Yes.
Alright, very good. D is the answer. Okay. So what do you think? You beat the maths or the maths beat you?
Be the maths, man.
Yeah, I think she beat the maths? Yes. Alright, so let's give her a round of applause.